Rosie check for the morning. Rosie is not showing signs of labor, but Gwen wants to be milked. Good morning. Hi, Pete. Hi, Pinky. How are you? There's the lady I'm looking for. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Rosie. Hi, sweet girl. You okay? You shy this morning? Just want to check your leggies. And they're still there. Oh, good girl. Give you some booty scritches since you're so wide you can't get back here. Let's see what that other looks like. Oh, wonderful lighting. You've chosen a great spot. But I can tell just from that, no pop, just by putting the hand on it, no pop. Okay, so we were able to go ahead and get our 9-week coccidia preventative treatment to our 9-week-old kids, which if you're new here, that is Oh Holy Night or Holly. There's Sweet Mary or just Mary, and we have Chill Pill. Those are our 3 kids that were born at the beginning of December, so they're old enough now, and Chill Pill is going to be leaving us next weekend. So this is his last preventative we'll be giving him here on our farm. New owners, whatever they decide to do, whatever their preventative protocols are, at least we know here, like he got what's worked well for us, and he's growing really well. 24 pounds for a 9-week-old is pretty good. Now, Holly was 17 pounds, which is pretty good. I really like to see her probably closer to 20, but the more kids there are in a batch, the harder it is to make sure that they're gaining. And they take a bottle really well. So what I actually might do is I might start supplementing them more bottles because mom's getting to that point too where she's like, you're old enough. You don't need to be fed like every few hours. So, and what I will do is I'll probably end up putting a little bit of Dine in there, like a small amount of Dine, just because it's high fat. So it will help them grow. I'm sorry, I'm watching because the turkey is in with Rex, and Rex normally doesn't have birds in with him, so I'm just watching. He's doing really good. You can tell he's kind of like, you're not supposed to be in here, but he's not running. In the past, he would run him and hold him down and kind of start to pluck him like dogs do. So this is good for him to see that he's doing this, but I also don't trust him very long. Like this, I'm gonna go let Tom out of this pen, which turkeys are just so daggone dumb. Like I'm not surprised. He jumped in there. He has all of this to roam and do whatever, and he just wants to be in here. So, okay, Tom, come on out. You got to be smart, Tom. Come on. Go, Tom. Go, Tom. No. Go, Tom. No, Tom. No. Go, Tom. Go out. There we go. There we go. It's always something on the farm, I swear. All right, time for a check on Rosie. Today is her due date. I'm sure there is no type of progression, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'm looking for her right now. I know where her usual cuddle puddles are at, and there she is. She's with Pinky, all cuddled in. Are we gonna do anything here soon? I'd love if we could. I don't think she's going to. Stunny. Could you tell Rosie it's time to have babies and that we don't want to wait? Could you tell her, please? Hi there. Hi, Gwenny Gwen. Hi, Gwenny Gwen. Ebony and Ivory. Living in perfect harmony. Well, maybe Sunny's being mean. Sunny's being mean. But today it doesn't look like we're going to have any Rosie babies unless I get in here and her udder has popped and she also has lost her ligaments. Rosie is notoriously loud when she's in labor. So I don't think, sorry, Sunny is really trying to get my attention. I don't think we'll be having babies today, but I would say in the next couple of days, we for sure will. But I'm just out here checking on her, doing my morning chores. And it feels like, once again, another rerun of Is Rosie going to have her babies today? It is definitely a rerun because nothing is happening again. I've done all of my, would you call it, maintenance on my junior does, and I am about to do all of my senior does. And when I say maintenance, it means that I need to do hoof trims on them. I need to evaluate Fumantia scores. I'll give herbal dewormers. Some of them, if they're not bred, will get their annual CDT shots. The bucks have already been done. The junior does were done last night. It took me 3 hours to get through all of them, so it took a while. And today we're just tackling Miss Rosie's stall and maintenance. But the reason that we do maintenance is, number one, it's maintenance. It needs to be done. So this point in the year, it's been really cold and wet. Their hooves are overgrown, and I was looking at my records last night, and some of these girls haven't been touched since like September, for hooves anyways. And I was looking, and not all of them had bad hooves. We generally have good hooves in our herd. But this is also a really good time for me to kind of evaluate all of the moms that are getting ready to have babies and to see who's going to make the cut and who's not going to make the cut, because I am at a point now, guys. I'm overwhelmed. I have too many. And I'm starting to breed for quality. And the ones that are quality, I can tell now. The other ones where they're just kind of like, oh, I just kind of want to see how you turn out, that should really be a sign to me that they shouldn't be staying in my breeding program. Because I have some where I'm like, you're definitely staying. And I have others I'm like, we could give you a freshening or two. But then a freshening too is resources for me to eventually maybe say, no, they didn't need to stay here. All right, so I just finished all of my does. I feel like I have just run a marathon over the last 24 hours. We have a lot of goats, but I'm running inside really quick to grab my ultrasound machine. I have one doe that I was looking at her. She came up on my CDT alarm. I put it for like 30 days prior to them kidding that I get an alarm, so I know I need to go give them a CDT shot. She came up the other day. Now she did short cycle, so she's either due in 30 days or she's due in like 42 days. So I was looking at her the other day because I'm like, well, I mean, I could go ahead and give it to you, or I could just wait. Either or, for either one of these due dates, you pretty much are in an okay window. But I was looking at her and I'm like, you look soft, but like you look thin. Like you don't look like you looked last year. You look like you looked the year before. And the year before, she gave me a stillborn doe and a very, very small buck, and she did not produce milk. Now I haven't checked her udder, but I was like, maybe you're not bred, and I just missed it. And I bounced her and I'm like, I feel like I can feel something in there, but I am not sure. So I'm grabbing my ultrasound machine to go ahead and ultrasound her to see where we're at. So I've got Mo here with me. Mo did really well at shows last year. I do feel like she's pregnant. I do, but that worries me too, because if she's pregnant and I'm just like, because sometimes they are fluffy, and when I have this many, it's easy for one that's not like just doing 100% to slide under my radar, which then affirms that I am overwhelmed. I'm at that point where like, I really need to cut down. Yeah, she's pregnant. It's kicking right against me. Try to hold it where I can show you guys. See that right there in the middle? It's a BB moving around. Okay, so she's pregnant, but what this means for me now is like I am in defense mode. Mostly because she's got this body, and like I'm feeling, she's about a month away. She's got no udder development, but that's not uncommon. I would really like to see by like when I go to give her a sanitary clip like a week away that she has something to show me. If she doesn't, like her fur doesn't feel terrible. She doesn't have like a great under fur, but like every goat has a different type of coat. It seems like a different coat for every goat. And this is not a bad coat. Like it looks a little bit rough to me, but like it's soft. It rolls right back down. She's very healthy. She's very spry. She's super spunky. What I might start doing though is, because of where she's at, she might be one where like at nighttime, I bring her aside to make sure that she's getting a fair portion of grain with like calf manna and a little bit of like dine for caloric intake, so that we're making sure we are supporting her and the babies that she's growing. I really get kind of ticked off that I get to this point. Really, I need to do better, because this was one where I'm like, well, you're so thin, maybe you miscarried and I didn't catch it. But she hasn't cycled, and she's a screamer when she is ready for the attentions of a buck. So Mo is pregnant with at least one. I thought I saw two independent movements in there. So she might have twins. Last year she had triplets. And she didn't get quite huge. Like, she got round. The year before, like, she had two very, very small kids. So I'm just really hoping if she's got one, at this point with her body condition, I would prefer one. Milking wise, oh gosh, that means but if she gives me one, at least that means the one should be of good size because it hasn't had to share nutrients. But if she has two, then it means they'll be small. It'll be great for milk production, but I'll just have to make sure we do a little extra and make sure that we supplement those babies to make sure that they're doing good. I can actually feel it right here. I bounced her and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that is a kid, but for her that far along, like, it should have been that is absolutely a kid. So like, I can feel them on her. Now for the collective cleanup after all that. It's a wreck in here. Like, there's so many different hoof trimmings. That area is a wreck because I'm moving things in and through there. That's a wreck. So I guess that's what I'm going to be doing the rest of my day, but I finished all my chores. Everybody is fed just in time for lunch, even though Rosie is officially in her kidding stall. You know, with the Rosie show, we've actually been in rerun mode. And what I mean by that is that every morning I get up, I run to the barn, almost like a kid on Christmas morning, to see if she's lost ligaments, if that udder has popped, or if maybe she's got some mucus and some seepage. And every morning I'm disappointed, and it has been a rerun of disappointment. And believe it or not, guys, she like ran over here. I think she knew what I was getting ready to do. As soon as she saw me come with a collar, she was at the gate and she bulldozed her way through here. A lot of my older does, like, they start to realize that when it's time to have babies and you get to go to the kidding suite where you have your own bed, your own water, your own food, a heat lamp, your own hay, it's a pretty sweet deal. Not to mention she's just miserable. But it's just kind of funny how that happens with my older girls. Like, they look forward to coming into the kidding stall. So I'm going to end this video with no Rosie babies. But what I am going to leave you with is a little bit of a hint for the next video. I am so thankful that I keep notes. And I am so thankful that you all spend your time here with me on Mulberry Branch Farm. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave me a like, a comment, subscribe. But in the meantime, guys, we hope that you are all staying safe out there and being kind to one another. God bless you. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.